Yo, check it, got that new fire straight from the underground. What you need? This that real hip hop.
What's going on, people? So apparently there are some disgruntled Carnival cruise goers. They're a little upset with some things going on with the cruise ships, and they're labeling them as racist. You know I gotta check this out, man. Let's go.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great?
Okay.
So y'all hated when people saw that cruise full of black people and they said all kind of racist remarks. But
Hmm.
then after the cruise at the Carnival port in Galveston, people are fighting in the terminal. And a black woman on an excursion refuses to get up because she didn't have the wristband, and her child has to almost beg her to get off the boat. This is why they make the comments that they make.
Hmm.
This is why they don't want to be around us. Too many of y'all don't know how to act. This is why I avoid Carnival. I even avoid the little short cruises that are like real cheap. Mm-mm. Some of y'all don't know how to leave the ghetto at home. And these are the people who raise the kids who fight the teacher. It's all related, y'all. And so even black people like myself or others who got some sense, we always are running not from black people, from y'all.
Ain't
Ain't that the truth?
that the truth? Black ratchet fatigue is in full effect in 2025. I don't blame Carnival at all. If I had a business that need to be cleaned up and get some straightening, I would definitely start by getting rid of ratchet behavior.
Look, man. Look, that is that is a true element when it comes to these cruises. I was just on one. 100% was just on a Carnival cruise, and I can tell you, it's kind of like that, man. Now, this one wasn't as bad as this. This one didn't even look like this. It was a lot more kids, but the element of ratchetness was ever.
Me personally, I've never even been on a cruise. I don't get the big deal about it. But these new rule
It's fun.
changes
Say
that
that.
Carnival is making has got a whole lot of people online talking. Let's get into it.
So people are calling Carnival Cruise Line racist. They've banned the clacking fans, boots on the ground. Apparently, they're no longer playing rap music and they're not allowing people to bring their speakers on board. And the speaker part, I
Mm.
completely agree with because nobody wants to hear your music. But let's all take a guess why they're making these new rules. Do you know how pissed I would be if I paid my good money and pulled up to the cruise ship and that's what the fuck I saw? Yeah, they're trying to prevent y'all from turning their cruise line into the sole plane of the waves. Yeah, a lot of y'all trifling motherfuckers ruined a good thing. Yeah, bringing your drugs and your liquor on board, fighting in the clubs. Because let's be 100% real. If that was your business, you'd want to make some fucking changes too. Because me, as a person of color,
That statement sounds good, but they wouldn't know that that's the element that's doing their business wrong. They would probably believe that that would help them trying to cater to that type. It's not gonna work, y'all.
when I see shit like that, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should spend the extra money and go with Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. Yeah,
Mm.
because when I go on vacation, I'm not trying to get assaulted because Taquisha had too.
Carnival Cruise is about to start running a tight ship, honey. They have implemented some new rules because they are sick and tired of y'all shit. They said all solo travelers have to be over 21 now. And if you
Mm.
are the ages between 18 and 20, you have to have a supervised person with you that's over the age of 20.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin the video for you, but that right there, what she just said is true. We were getting on the cruise. It was me and a few others. We were getting on the cruise, and there were these two young boys getting hemmed up by, I want to say, like port authority or whatever, because they were 20 and 19, I think, or 18. Like they weren't 21, and they were getting ready to be taken, like just taking them out of there. Like you can't get on the boat, and it was just them two. They basically turned to a member in my party and said, "That's my uncle right there." And he just assessed the situation real quick. He saw what was happening, and he played along. Those two young men made it onto the boat. Now, were those two young men acting ridiculous on the boat? Yes, yes, they were. But they were there. They were having fun. That instance, though, I had to share it because that is true. That is exactly what happened. They're not letting people on the boat if you don't have the proper guidance or the proper age requirements. And I'm here for it.
25. They are increasing
For
the
the ride.
drink packages and they're going to be more thorough to make sure y'all are not sneaking alcohol on their boat. They're not even playing with y'all at the pool. So, say for instance, you have your items at a chair, but you're not in that chair. After they've watched that chair be vacant for 40 minutes, although your items are there, they are going to grab y'all shit and I guess take it to guest services so somebody else can sit there. They said no more Bluetooth speakers, surge
Mm.
protectors, and no CBD oil. And they said, baby, you might as well leave them fans at home because no more boots on the ground. And I think they said they're stopping club music after a certain time, or they're just taking it out completely. And last but certainly not least, they
Club on the
said if you
ship.
want to act the fool on their boat, throwing chairs and disrupting other guests, you will be removed when it comes to the next destination at your own expense. So they said play silly games, win silly prize.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So, y'all, I was supposed to be going on a Carnival cruise. So, one of my friends is turning 30 and he's never been on a cruise. He doesn't have a passport, so do
That
not
was
suggest
me.
flying somewhere. So, he's never been on a cruise and he was like, it's my dirty 30. I want to be on a turns up ship. He'd be seeing all the videos of Carnival. He was like, I want to do that because I'm trying to be lit for my birthday, right? Well, Carnival has decided they want to rebrand. They don't want to be known as the Turn Up Cruise no more, the budget friendly cruise no more. They want to be, I don't know, I guess they want to be royal.
No, I just think Carnival is not trying to be the EBT Section 8 cruise ship of the sea
Yeah,
anymore. Maybe they
I'm with
are
that.
trying to up their clientele.
Even though when people book Carnival, they know what they are booking. They know they are booking a turn up cruise. Period. Everybody
No,
on there is looking to have a
nah,
good time, party, and have fun. We know
that's
what
not
type
the
of people are
case.
on there. Like everybody on there, it's just Carnival cruises are so much fun. Like everybody is just a vibe, right? And it's like anywhere there's gonna be like alcohol,
Right.
things might get a little rowdy. That just comes with the territory of people being drunk. It has nothing to do with like, you know, being black, being this, the music.
Yes, it
But
does.
these people done banned
Yes, it does.
the fans. They saying no more hip hop music. So, child, that was the whole purpose of us going. So now we are not going back to the drawing board because no, ma'am.
Man, Carnival Cruise, they so racist, bro. They so racist against us black folks. I'm canceling my cruise. Shut your goofy ass up.
Thank you.
You mad at them because they don't want you niggas on their boat no more? They tired of y'all. They tired of seeing y'all niggas fight in
Talk
the
about it.
club. You niggas get that lick in y'all system and you hear one song and all of a sudden you the biggest and baddest in the room. Niggas tired of hearing that, bro. They tired of it. Half you niggas ain't even country for real. You niggas just following a trend. So that boots on the ground song, fuck it.
Bruh.
All y'all niggas ain't country. You niggas is doing the dance because
Oh,
you see other folks doing the dance.
real quick. Dudes that's the dance ain't even for dudes for real. If you really want to talk about it, dudes, men, that is not for y'all. Y'all not even supposed to be out there putting your boots on the ground. When they say where them fans at, ladies, that is who they are speaking to. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, nah.
Simple as
Oh
that.
God.
They finna go back to playing that Cupid Shuffle, some shit that everybody can get jiggy to. Cause you niggas is just outrageous.
Bruh.
At the end of the day, bro, them folks is not racist, bro. Them folks is tired of dealing with y'all ignorant and ass. And like they always say, one bad apple spoils the whole fucking bunch. Goodbye.
And as far as the rap music is concerned, I see other races of people turning up to the, club and the rap music. That's
Hmm.
fine. But I think the mixture of the
5
aggressive
seconds.
rap music and a
Was
bunch of
that the one I was
alcohol,
on?
it don't mix.
I'm
Y'all
down.
go ahead and get your hate out. Get all your names you're going to call me and get that out of your system. But for your information, I have been on 9 cruises since 1993.
That's dope.
The ones through 2005 were not cheap, but they were very nice cruises. The people that worked the ship were nice. The
Great.
people that were on the cruise were nice. You didn't go to the dining room dressed like you were going to the pool. There was a certain amount of decorum required. When you got up in the morning, you could go through early in the morning, because I was, you could go through the breakfast and get coffee and a donut. They had a continental breakfast that early. And then go to what's called the Serenity deck, and you could sit there and drink your coffee and enjoy the sun
She's
coming
talking
up.
about the one in the back.
You
It's
couldn't
like a
do that
back.
on this last cruise
Mm.
because they were still drunk from the night before. And the only place they could find to hide with their goofiness is on the Serenity deck. The people on either side of us in the cabin were ridiculous. Their trash stumbled out into the hallway. And I'm not talking people, I'm talking literal trash. They would go up to the bars, the buffets, and get plates and plates of stuff, and then just pile it on the floor outside.
I don't know if y'all been keeping up about what's going on Carnival, but now they're saying, well, first they said no fans. They're basically getting rid of boots on the ground. I don't know why that song bothers people so much, but that's very, very weird. Secondly, now they're saying just within the last 24 to 48 hours that they're no longer playing rap music on Carnival Cruise. Like,
We're
I'm
fine.
really disgusted because I just went in April and I had a ball. I'm talking about boots were on the ground, fans were clacking, rap music was being played, club was lit. Like, I had the ball of my life. And I have another cruise booked, and this time it's a 6-day cruise. And this is the longest cruise I've ever been on or gonna go on. And it's already booked and paid for. And now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go. Like, do y'all think I should go? Should I
You're
just wait
going.
and see what's gonna happen? I don't
You're
even know if I can get a
going.
refund, but
You
it's
know you're
like,
going.
if the vibes are not gonna be there, I don't want to be there. Like, what do you mean there's no rap music?
Wait. If the vibes are not gonna be there, so you're telling me the vibe you're looking for is of that nature. And because it's not of that nature, you're not gonna be able to enjoy yourself. On a boat in the middle of the ocean on the way to some beautiful country. I just I don't whoo man, my people.
I mean, I don't mind R&B and different music, but like everybody knows, like Carnival is usually the turn up ships. Like, I don't know.
No, I didn't know that. I
Maybe
did
I'll
not
just
know
try
that. I've
something
never been
different
on a
and this will be a relaxing cruise.
Yes, how about you just don't go? There's got to be a way to get your
don't
refund back.
go.
Don't go. And if
Don't
you
go.
do go, and if you do decide to go, I think you'll be able to survive that 6-day trip without hearing ratchet rap music. If you do want to hear it, put on your earphones. Play the rap music in your own cabin or room.
Thank
Simple.
With
you.
these new rules and regulations from Carnival, I can guarantee you they're about to F around and find out real soon. I was planning on booking my next Carnival cruise for 2026 because, baby, I had a time on my last Carnival cruise. But the way Carnival has updated their rules, I think I'm gonna have to pass. Because what do you mean y'all are not having any more hip hop music? I mean, excuse me? The hip hop music had the boat rocking. Okay, that club was jumping and the boat was rocking
Yeah, they're playing
because
it in
of
the
the club
club.
music. And then I thought to myself, you know
It's a
what?
club on the boat, y'all. They're
Maybe I
playing
can make
that
it
music
do. I
in the
can
club.
bring a speaker, have my room turned up, like bring the club vibes to the room, and have a good time like that. But they also said you cannot bring a speaker. What? Like, what do you mean we can't bring
What are
speakers?
you doing
I
with your
shower and listen
hair?
to music. I get ready and listen to music. Why can I not
It
have a
looks like a
speaker in my
hot mess
room?
on
Y'all
top of
really
her
trying to
head. I can't
control the
lie to you.
vibes in my cabin that I pay for? And don't even let me get started on the drink package. You mean to tell me y'all are taking the drink package away? At this point, it's just sounding like a boat that's just floating on the ocean. Like, what exactly what's the point? What's the point? I honestly feel like they said anything that the black community would enjoy, their type of
No,
education
no,
that they
no,
want. Let's get rid of
no,
it.
not the black
Let's cut it
community because
out.
I'm black.
Carnival Cruise is about to be looking as dried up as Margaritaville. That boat. Y'all about to be looking like that real soon. And y'all gonna see. I'm hoping we can get another cruise line that, says, you know what, we want the black dollar. We want them to come up and show out because
No,
what is a cruise without
no,
hip hop music, a drink package,
it's fun.
and
No,
a
the drink
vibe
package is
for
there.
the black community? What is it?
Carnival Cruise
Fun.
said, not on my watch. We are not doing this no more. We've had enough. So, if you haven't heard, recently Carnival Cruise has updated their policies, rules, and regulations on their current and future trips. So, let's start off hot. That drinking package, the all you can drink, yeah, gonna get rid of that. Sneaking that liquor in that wine bottle or that Listerine bottle, yeah, cut that out because they checking anything and everything that's a liquid coming on board. They open it up, they making you open it on the spot. No more sneaking no more. No more all you can drinks. They getting tired of it. That little speaker that you was planning on bringing, yeah, don't. They taking any and every speaker that they find, they confiscating. You're gonna get it back after the cruise. But in the meantime, while you on there will be no outside music other than theirs. Playing rap in the club, it's out of there. They not doing that no more. All right. They say we causing too much problems, but honestly, I don't really think it's the rap music. I think it's the liquor and the rap music because that handed.
It's the
I've done all I
people.
needed to explain.
It's the
Thinking you about to
people.
fight on that cruise ship and head back to your room like nothing happened? Yeah, pack it up. You're getting left at the next port, buddy, old pal. All right? They not going for that no more. No more fighting. They leave you at any port. If you look suspicious, they might just leave you. Carnival Cruise starting to sound like TSA because any laptops, electronics, liquids over 3 ounces, take it out of the bag. Don't bring on here. We taking it all. And when you get on this ship, sit down, shut up, and ride to your destination quietly. When we get there, get off. But when it's time to go, get back on and don't say Nathan. Don't ask for Nathan. In all seriousness, I get it. But at the same time, you got these people stuck on the ship. There ain't nothing to do. We're going to be at a destination in 2 days, and you expect me not to get blackout drunk? Right. There ain't nothing to do. So, Carnal, if you going to do this, I get it. But at the same time, you got to give and take. Have a board or plan on people. Ask the people what they want. Okay? You can't just take and not give back.
Carnival said none of that tomfoolery on my shitty boat, on my poopy boat. And I ain't even gonna lie, I can't blame them for most of the stuff that they banned. Because it's like, why? I can tell you right now, I don't agree with the rap music being banned after 12 o'clock or something like that in the clubs. But I do agree with the all you can drink alcohol. All you can drink alcohol and some Chief Keef, man, them folks go crazy. I can tell you right now, them cruises get crazy. I'm talking about fighting all types of shit. And another thing they banned was where them fans at. You can't bring them loud popping fans on there. Now what's so crazy is, I don't agree with it. I love the song, hate the fans. So I mean it's a plus in my book. But at the same time, it's like, man, you could just go inside and wait till the song over with. That bringing that alcohol in them wine bottles, they checking everything. Them speakers, they gotta go. They said you want to listen to music, put your headphones in. But y'all let me know what y'all think, because I've been seeing a couple people talking about they canceling their cruises just because of this. I'm like, dang.
Carnival Cruise is one of those entry points into traveling abroad, right? Um, it's cheaper a lot of times, and it's a really dope party cruise. Like, you know what I mean? Again, with that comes a negative of you're gonna have people fighting on the boat. Okay,
No.
like they.
Listen. The overwhelming amount of people that are accepting this behavior as normalcy is the problem. Okay? That's the problem right there. What you're saying is, this is how we act. You should accept that. Hell no. No, well, it's frustrating for me to even sit here and listen to this. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I enjoyed the hell out of myself on that cruise. And what I kept saying was, there is too much ratchetness on this cruise for me, but I'm gonna enjoy myself regardless. That's what I kept saying. Not even gonna lie. I was not happy with the amount of ratchetness that was going on, coming from people that look just like me. I wasn't cool with it. Not at all. And I'm not making no excuses for them either. Y'all should know better. But like the one lady said, those are the type of people who are raising the type of kids that fight the teachers. There's no home training of what none. And it's frustrating, yo. It's really frustrating to sit here and listen to so many people sit here and say, this is us. This is how we act. And you, what you're, okay, we'll just continue.
They two turned, bro. Especially, I think me and my boy EJ, we went during in between like September, October, which was super dope. Like that was a really good experience. And we went to NASA and Freeport, right? When you go in between, when you're going on like Carnival Cruises entry, it's not like Norwegian or Disney where all that money is. If you want to just chill and not deal with um I want to say chaos. It's kind of not the word I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna use it right now. A little bit of
Ratchetness?
chaos, like you're not gonna want to go on a carnival cruise.
I remember back in the day when you had to
I
make
didn't
a
know that.
substantial amount of money
Never
in
been on a
order to
cruise until then.
get onto a cruise or to bring a family of five, six, seven onto a cruise. And I grew up cruising. My parents used to take us on a cruise every summer, if not every other summer. And that shit wasn't cheap. And now you're seeing all these fights because they've made it so easy for people to travel abroad or get on a cruise with these $99 price tags and $129 price tags, even $399 price tags. Come on now, these Carnival cruises, they used to be honestly very, very good, and now they're just it's to shit. The Bahamas, Cozumel, even
I
like
was with
Jamaica
Cozumel.
was a place that one would dream about going to, but now they make it so easy that people could go to it with these prices. No wonder you're having all these fights. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say it this way, but someone has to say it. When you have low prices, you're gonna attract the bottom of the barrel. When you have the bottom of the barrel, you're gonna have conflict, and that's exactly why when
Come
I take
man.
my family and I out on vacations, I don't go for those 99, 129, 399 price points because at that point people just don't care because it wasn't that much anyway. But let that vacation be 5K, 10K, 15K, and I promise you,
Acting different.
you won't see a fight in sight
No. No.
because you have a lot to lose. But that's just my take on that.
Now, this guy here was so correct that he actually had a lot of black women coming for him in his comments. That's how much truth he hit them with. It's all about social class. You either have $5,000, $10,000 to throw away on a 7-day cruise, or you don't. You know, everybody knows that Carnival is pretty affordable, so sometimes that do attract a lot more classless crowd of people sometimes. And who
Yeah.
brings speakers on a boat? Don't nobody want to hear your music. And as far as banning the fans, I think that's got a lot to do with, this new Boots on the Ground song is just the new electric slide for black people. So it's probably making a lot of other races of people uncomfortable. Like it's like we're in an open space over there just doing our own cultural dance or something. And it's nothing but a trend that will probably fade away in a couple of years. Carnival is already
Not
going
even a couple of
down. They
years.
know
By
they
next year,
had to
it'll be
do
gone.
something, or this is going to continue to get worse and worse. They shouldn't have never allowed a lot of this in the first place. They should have been tried to get a handle on it. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Carnival Cruise changing some rules that got people upset and mad. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.
All right. So, listen. I know y'all still here with me. Hopefully you still here with me. Listen, I'm telling you, my first cruise, I just went on my first cruise like a little over a month ago. My bag is still upstairs with stuff in it. Already have another trip lined up, right? And yes, it's with Carnival. Everything that they are saying about the amount of ignorance on the trip, the amount of ratchetness on it, all of that stuff was there. All of it. Everything. Down to the weed smell on the boat. Everything was there. People getting hemmed up by the officers on the boat, people getting left at the port because they didn't know how to act. Every little bit of that happened, and I witnessed it with my own two eyes. You know what? I'm probably gonna post some pictures or something. Either way, it happened for real. And as a first time goer on a Carnival cruise, that was ridiculous. Now, did it stop me from having a good time? Definitely not. No. Why? Because I grew up around the ratchets. I know some, they're in my family. I have friends who are very ratchet. I I've been in those circles enough to know how to move around it and not let it ruin my time. I can be in it and not of it. Or maybe I said that backwards. Yeah, like I can be in the mix of it, but not be directly participating in that type of behavior. Now, do I look like I'm going to, or if I'm next to them, will I be guilty by association? Probably, but whatever. I know how to conduct myself. I know how to speak. I know how to move out the way when things start getting crazy, and that's not for me. I know how to do that. That cruise was the best time of my life, y'all. And it was like a four night, 5 day cruise. I had so much fun. Endless drinks, the food, such fun. And there were things that I see when I go outside on the boat that I don't care for. And I treated it the same way. I try to avoid it. If it's too close for comfort, I move. But other than that, it is what it is. Do I like it? No. Do I participate in it? No. But I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't explain to you how bad you're making every other black person who isn't doing this look. Can't make you understand that because you're not going to. But what I can do is continue to have fun and do my thing. And that's what we did. And guess what? We're going on another one. Why? Because it's not going to, the black dollar. Listen. This is, oh, I know I'm about to piss somebody off. If you really, really wanted to do that, to everybody that doesn't want to go on the Carnival cruise, put your money together and buy a cruise ship. Then fill it with about 1,200 to 1,500 staff members to work for y'all while y'all are on that ship. Then fuel it, make sure it has engines and lights and all. Take care of the ship. Get your money together, buy a boat, and then y'all go on the do that. I would love to see that. Soul plane this thing. Soul plane this thing. Make me a believer that the black dollar is that concentrated and that focused on doing anything other than having a good. And I'm here for it. This was frustrating to listen to because it's just like y'all coming for us and y'all how y'all not know that this is what y'all signing up for and y'all losing. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you they did the numbers. Any good business is going to do the numbers, especially when it comes to profit loss. They did the numbers. They'll be fine. They'll be just fine. Oh man, this is a good one. Yo, this has to happen again. But if you like this, you know what's up, man. Comment section is there. Stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more of this coming. See y'all next time, man.
Perfect.